Let's fucking have it, Blackburn, make some noise. Alright, not that much noise, calm down. You all had a good night? Yeah! Round of applause for Junaid Musa, give him a clap. That clap, not a big clap, he's going to get that soon enough anyway if he hasn't having any more prostitutes, right? Listen guys, I've been waiting months to do this gig and I've been pissed off by anything and everything, so tonight I'm just going to let it out. Is that alright? Yeah! Okay, let's go, alright? First of all, you will notice it took me 20 minutes to get on stage. I'm doing another 20 minutes, I'll keep it going till the fucking lights go out, okay? You've probably noticed I'm disabled because it's hard not to notice, right? There's nothing wrong with that, apart from the fact that other comedians seem to want to give you, advice and opinions. One guy came up to me after a gig and he said, what's your disability? And I said, oh, it's cerebral palsy. He said, oh, that's not so bad. Thanks for that, Dr. Shipman. Didn't realise my illness wasn't fucking good enough for you, sorry about that. List on his wall, number 7, cerebral palsy, oh that's not so bad, you could have leprosy. Yeah, you could have a fucking broken jaw, you cunt. Hey, I got the cunt in, I think that was the first one of the night, so... I did that piece of material where I'm from Preston, and when I shout, which I am doing now, my accent comes out, so apologies, I sound like a fucking inbred farmer, I apologise. But I did that piece of material where I'm from, and a guy came up to me afterwards and said, is that right about you having cerebral palsy? Now why the fuck would I lie about it, ladies and gentlemen? For the benefits, no fucking chance, you don't get them anymore, do you? So, no, yeah, is that right about you having cerebral palsy? I says, yeah. He said, oh right, he said, you're very high functioning. I was like, oh fucking thanks, I always wanted to be Robocop. I even, right, 2 gigs in a row, it hasn't happened tonight yet, but 2 gigs in a row, I've been mistaken for another disabled comic, right? There's nothing wrong with that, apart from the fact that the other guy has no fucking legs! It's 2 fairly big fucking differences. I wouldn't get compared to a disabled woman because I've got something between my legs, And again, looking at some of you, so have you lot. That's pretty much me having a rant and a rave, I'm sorry about that, but, it's always the same. They always think disabled comedians know each other or disabled people know each other. I'm glad that case in South Africa's over because people have finally stopped coming up to me and asking me about Oscar Pistorius like I fucking know who he is. Can I just clear something up once and for all to you wonderful people? All disabled people do not know each other, right? There isn't a club, right? Do you know why there isn't a club? Because there's nowhere to fucking park, that's why. You noticed I say stuff that I shouldn't say. I mean, fuck it, who cares? No one's listening anyway, you're all talking about yourselves. So, fuck it, it's fine, I'll just keep talking, I'll keep mentally masturbating, it's fine. When I started looking for jobs when I was 21, 22 and I left uni, I didn't do very well in interviews because I didn't like the idea of being judged and, having to answer questions like, do you really want this job? No mate, I fucking love driving to Salford on a Monday morning, you know what I mean? The worst one though was probably being asked, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Because I don't even know what day it is, right? I came here 4 hours ago, so it's Sunday to me right now. But my response to where do you see yourself in 5 years was, I think I'll be shagging Paloma Faith in 5 years. It's been 2.5, I'm not doing very well. All I've got so far is a restraining order, but I'll tell you what pisses me off about it, right? When I started doing that job 2 years ago, nobody had heard of Paloma Faith, just me, and I'd seen her on television a few times. Her career has gone fucking skyrocketing since then. Now, don't you think I deserve a piece? I meant the royalties, but, whatever. But yeah, like I say, I didn't like interviews, and that landed me with a shit job. I landed in the IT industry, which breeds sociopaths and comedians. Tonight I'm being both, so you're getting a fucking freebie. There you go. I got landed with a supervisor. Now, you only become a supervisor in the IT industry if you're more socially retarded than the people you're managing, right? So you can imagine what mine was like. His way of motivating people was to go, oh, for fuck's sake. He was from Birmingham, right? He hadn't had a stroke. I feel I should point that out. I kind of wish he had a stroke, though, because it might have put a smile on his face. Before, when I said I say things I shouldn't say, I did that joke at a charity gig for a hospice. Great choice, that was. They would have chased me out, but half of them couldn't walk, so I could even outrun them. You know. I think what it is, I don't fit in life. Like, I'm a fucking weirdo, right? You've got to be a weirdo to be a comedian. You've probably seen that tonight, right? I don't fit in because where I grew up was, well, Gay described Rochdale as Jeremy Carl's green room. Mine is like Jeremy Carl's live. I'm from Chorley. Does anyone know Chorley? I'm staying the fuck away from you lot, I'll tell you that. I can smell the chlamydia from here. But I don't know if you could smell it actually, I don't know, fuck all, I'm just talking a big game. But yeah, I went to school in Chorley. It was the only place sponsored by a double glazing company for the amount of times its windows got put through. They used to say that he was building the school to look like a prison, which was perfect because that was exactly how to prepare the students for the rest of their life, you know what I mean? But like, he bred those kind of wannabe gangster type people, you know, people that want to be black. I'm looking at a couple of my mates because I think they'll know who I'm referring to. Hiya. The kind of people that drive around in a fucking Citra and listen to NWA and they think that makes them black, you know what I mean? Acting like they're from Wythenshawe when they're actually from Cheshire, you know, all Billy Edge. They live in a £250,000 house, they've got a fucking butler, but they're listening to Biggie Smalls like they understand this struggle, you know what I mean? And why would you want to be like a rapper? All the good rappers are dead. It's only the shit ones that are left, like fucking Pitbull, you know. So yeah, I don't fit in, and that's why I say stuff that I shouldn't say, you know. Like I see politicians on the television, we've got an election coming up. Yeah, great stuff, yeah. People on television going, we want more power, and I think, yeah, 450 volts should fucking do it. Especially fucking Farage, me and Zulu were going to kick his head in later. Oh, we've got the UKIP fan club in, sorry, I forgot I'm in Blackburn. I don't care. You can beat me up because guess what, my legs don't work already, I'm not going to lose much else. I don't care, I just don't care anymore. He said to me, Junaid said to me, will you do 20 minutes? I said, I've never talked for 20 minutes before. And now you can see why, can't you? It kind of put a strain on our relationship though, because, well, we don't have a relationship, let me rephrase that. It put a strain on our friendship, there we go, that's better, isn't it? It put a strain on our friendship when we travelled to a foreign country for 3 days, because I couldn't spend more than 20 minutes with him without wanting to wring his fucking neck, you know what I mean? It actually ended on the plane home with him saying the words, how are you going to kill yourself to me, so that was nice. I was going to tell that story, but I bottled it, because I'll get killed for it, so never mind. Yeah, I'm ranting and raving again. Look, I'm shaking. Many of that happens all the time. It's the motor skills thing, but there you go. Yeah, I don't like I say, I don't fit in because certain things are popular and I don't understand why. Like Cheryl Cole. We must have some Cheryl Cole fans in, right? The lads, for a start. Yeah. You already hate me, so I'm in trouble here, aren't I? But Cheryl Cole, like, everyone adores her, thinks she's beautiful, and I can't deny she's an attractive person. I'd like to make her acquaintance, don't get me wrong. Slip her a crippler or two, maybe. But the point is, like, if I had 1,000 stylists, and I had 1,000 stylists and makeup artists and stuff, I reckon I could look like a passable Quasimodo as well. She's no different to like the 19-year-old that you see at Spa, apart from the fact that she hasn't got 2 kids and she's got the stylist behind her, that's all I'm saying. But she's popular and I don't get that. Television's popular, I only watch television. People talk about Game of Thrones, like, oh, you definitely should watch Game of Thrones, it's brilliant. There's loads of incest and swearing and murder. I live in Chorley, mate. 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey, yeah? Anybody? Yeah. A couple of you. Right. I don't quote the books rather than the film, well that's fair enough, because I watched the film, right, and let me be honest with you, I saw more tits at a local swimming baths, right, first of all, let's get that out of the way. But like, the second bit, it's glamorising an abusive relationship where a woman's getting beat up, abused, you know, used by another man, so I guess I know where I've been going wrong, but I've been single for 2 fucking years. Nah, that didn't work, never mind, fuck it. Apparently I'm a misogynist, I can't imagine why. But yeah, other things are popular with my age group, like travelling. One of my mates, I think, is planning to go to Australia when he finishes uni, and that's fine, but like, I don't understand the obsession with travelling. People act like it's something special and profound. It's not. You've paid a lot of money to get a hangover and some exotic diseases. Like, it's £3 to get in places in town. Just do that instead, it's a lot cheaper. And you don't have to have a wank in a tent, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't like travelling either. And I don't like it when people clap the pilot, because he's only doing his fucking job, isn't he? You know, I finished telling a joke, you haven't clapped me once yet. So, you know, you're not going to fucking do it now, no, right? So, that was a wasted joke. But yeah, you know, I don't like that. I don't like several things about it. Someone told me when I said that, well, you know, if the pilot doesn't do his job, you crash into the ocean. I'm like, yeah, but that's not a reason to fucking laud him, is it? You should be able to not crash it in the ocean. You wouldn't want me in charge of a plane saying that, though. I'm a bit all or nothing, you know. Things either work out really well or they die on their arse like this gig does. So basically, if I was flying a plane, it'd either land where it was supposed to or crash into the ocean, right? I've just been offered a job with a German airline. Go fuck yourself. Why do you give a shit? We don't give a shit about anybody who dies in a disaster unless they're British, so fuck off with the booze, alright? Thank you very much, you are. I know they did, but that's the point. They didn't know that. They didn't know that. They don't watch the news. They don't even have a TV licence, some of this lot, man. Electricity's only just arrived. They have to charge a hamster up with steroids and poke him with a stick, you know, and then he keeps going for a few hours, and then eventually they get some electricity. Just in time for the UKIP party political growth. Fuck it, if I'm going down, I'm going down in flames. That's what I used to say to my girlfriend as well, that's why she's not with me anymore. See, there's like 12 people in here that know me and they know that's not true because I haven't got a fucking girlfriend. I don't know can't imagine why, can you? But yeah, you know, there's all sorts of things that people do. Social media's a thing now, you know, people talking about going to the gym, what the fuck is that about, right? I'm not the sveltest looking person, I realise that. I'm not going to be model, well, I might model for Jack and all, but I'm not going to model for anybody else anytime soon. But like, people talk about the gym like it's something impressive. Oh, I did a big session on my legs today. Yeah, so what? I did a big session on my arse today. I'm not fucking doing all that. Yeah, you want to get to the gym and release some testosterone? I've got a computer, mate. It's fucking easy. But like, you know, it's stuff like that gets me, and inspirational quotes get me. Has anyone seen these? You will have done, I guarantee it. Some of you have probably posted them before. Marilyn Monroe, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best, right? You've all read that one. Some of you are cheering, right? Let me just break that down for you. Marilyn Monroe's worst was dead from a drug overdose. Let's not hang around for a best, yeah? People like put lyrics up as well, you know, people put up John Lennon's lyrics, imagine no possessions. John Lennon, a fucking millionaire. Fuck off, John. If you came back to life, right, and you had no possessions, you'd be wandering the streets of New York City begging Mark Chapman to shoot you now. Fuck off. Scabs bastard. Do you know where it's not wise to do that joke? In Liverpool. That's what I found out. You haven't succeeded in comedy till 50 angry scousers are chasing you out of a room, that's all I can say. And it's even like little trite phrases, like there's some people are just living fortune cookies, they just quote random shit. You know, like, fucking good guys are like unicorns, everybody talks about them but I don't think they exist. No, fucking good guys are like people from Burnley, they exist but no fucker cares about them. That is the truth, and that's all I do. I bring you truth, right? People say never give up on something you don't know a day without thinking about. Well, let's hope these people never join Alcoholics Fucking Anonymous then. Or the Samaritans, can you imagine that one? What, you think about killing yourself every day? Well, don't give up. Tighten that noose around your neck immediately. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I had to rant about, really. I'm a bit burnt out, if I'm honest. Yeah, I normally last a lot longer than this lady's, you know. Everybody I know has just inwardly winced, and to be honest, I kind of understand it because they're all thinking, yeah, fucking right. Yeah, you look like a hippopotamus that's been let out into the wild. Shut the fuck up, mate. That's not a hippopotamus. I I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what just went up your ass, but it sounded fucking horrible. Anyway, I think I better start departing because, you know, like, it's starting to remind me of a bad drugs trip, this, and I've never taken drugs, but like, I did some research into drugs, and it's quite terrifying when you think about it. You know, like, I read about cocaine once, and apparently if you take loads of cocaine, you can find yourself jabbering on endlessly to a room full of people. They don't give a fuck what you're saying. Imagine if that ever happened to me. Ladies and gentlemen, you have honestly been the craziest and most wonderful audience that I think I've ever played to, so give yourself a round of applause for that. Because, alright, don't go overboard. Because let's face it, you're not going to give me a round of applause, right? Because I've done nothing but insult you for a while, so I apologise for that. It's been a long road to get to headlining comedy. There isn't a joke at the end of this, by the way, so if you'd like to get up and leave, that's fine. Unless I can think of a dick joke to cram in there, we're all screwed, right? It's been a long road to get here. I've had a lot of setbacks, different things have happened to me. Junaid will probably tell you about them, because he likes telling people about my personal life when I'm not here. You know, I mean, like I say, we went on that trip to Bulgaria, right? And I'm not going to go into details because I think I'm legally not obliged to do that. But basically, I went and it didn't end well for me. It was a heartbreaking experience. Don't fucking laugh, I'm being serious. Oh, fuck you lot then, Jesus. It's not like I'm some sort of immigrant, I'm not Polish, you know. You know, and it didn't end well for me, you know, there wasn't a happy ending. You know, I thought I was Quasimodo and she was Esmeralda, but it didn't really work out like that. I didn't get my bell rung. And there's fucking bats down here, it's been that long. But the story didn't have a happy ending except for one person, and that was Junaid, because while I was contemplating launching myself over the balcony and wondering what the airspeed was of a fat man who'd launched himself off a balcony to kill himself, a happy ending was exactly what Junaid was getting from a Bulgarian prostitute. Blackburn, thank you and good night. I'm going for a fucking beer. You should too. Good night.
All the acts as well, they've been really good, I think. And everyone here has turned out for it. I'll tell you what must be raised, but I couldn't be asked on today, so. I'll tell you how much we've raised, but I don't know yet, so.